Hey, this is Jared. Um, yeah, I just I really just been going off on this lifeguard stuff, and let me just tell you, there's a few of you out there that I'm sure, and I know are good. I could identify you, and I will when it comes down to it. But some of you, a lot of you are well-meaning, I bet. But I think what's happening, I talked to a few doctors and a few other people, experts on what's been going on with the lifeguards, why we're having trouble getting people that just don't see stuff, even though they train well and all that. And it's because when you're not seeing life with your own eyes, not using a computer all the time, in other words, people are using computers so much, a lot of what we see is based on what we've seen in the past. So if you haven't seen a lot of real sticks and stones, because now they get it, now they hurt people. No, I'm kidding, but nobody plays with sticks and stones anymore. But anyway, you can get hurt. So everybody's at home, not because of that necessarily, but just on their computers all day. So they're not really seeing like a real stick. They're seeing a stick on a computer screen, and they're kind of different. So if you don't see a real stick or a real person really drowning because you looked at everybody through your phone all the time or whatever, you might not be able to see somebody drowning as easily. And I know it sounds funny, but I could see some of the lifeguards were getting distracted doing some of the basic tasks, and that's why they weren't seeing some of the other stuff happening right in front. It was getting me angst a little bit. So some of the lifeguards retaliated, and then they management and the administration, Doug, they all got together and they acquired an individual whose expertise is to kick people out, get people kicked out no matter what. And this guy made that clear as soon as he started interacting with me. I'd never seen this guy before. He acted like he had never really been there before, but he acted like he had full authority. And the way all the lifeguards acted that day, the management and the administration, and you know who I'm talking about, and the security, which I'm going to have on a witness stand, about why you turned away all the witnesses that were freaking out because the lifeguards were scaring everybody because they weren't doing their job. We're going to get all this out in court because I'm going to be, as you know, filing a large lawsuit against Tualatin Hills Parks and Recreation Department. The maintenance guy told me what happened. A bunch of the lifeguards told me, and it was so obvious because I knew I didn't cause any of that problem there, and the parents were all witnesses, and the security guard, like he was reading out of a script, told them to all go away. Now, if that's not just misjustice, I don't know what is. And then the police, the Beaverton police, believe these lifeguards and these record books and this Tualatin Hills as though they don't lie. Oh my gosh, now I know. Just personally, I don't know if I'll be able to convince anyone else, but I now know that the police take as truth what I know to be fraudulent information. And those record books that the lifeguards keep have been, anyway, I won't get into that, but a few lifeguards showed me some stuff, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Now, a few of them got fired because they wouldn't do what they were being told to do, write false entries into these record books, and a few of them just quit, but some were fired because they wouldn't do it. And you wouldn't think these people that we all think are good, but Tualatin Hills Parks and Recreation, Doug, who seems to be running the board of directors above him, because when you watch the board meetings on Zoom, it pretty much looks like he's the one running the show. He's been around for 40 years, and I think he's got to go, because when he allowed this to happen, he gave me a mafia wink just before this happened, a few days before, walking by me. The old mafia wink, like when you're going to get fired or you're going to get mugged by the mafia. This guy's a scary guy. We got to get rid of these people. Thprd's got to go. Something, but it's lost. It's not safe because of what they did. I'm a good person, and you guys screwed up, man. You guys are bad people. Thprd.